Amy, it's been so long. Congratulations on getting married.
Huh? Sorry, but who is this?
If I said I'm Robin, would you remember?
Really? You mean the woman who left my father and walked out 17 years ago?
That's right. I'm your mother. You were still just in elementary school back then. It takes me back.
What do you want? I don't know how you got my number either, but that's kind of creepy.
Don't worry about that. I managed to send you a message. So let's have a nice mother-daughter relationship from now on. To start off, I'll come live with you to celebrate your marriage.
Live together?
Your husband is the one from the big foreign investment company, isn't he? To lock down such a great catch. You really are my daughter. Anyway, from now on, since you're my daughter, I'd like you to look after your mother.
No way.
What? Why?
First of all, I don't understand anything that you've just said, and I barely even remember your face. You're basically a complete stranger to me. You stabbed my dad in the back and ran off with some other man. And now you just shamelessly reappear all of a sudden? That's a little too suspicious for me. Don't get ahead of yourself.
What? Amy, I'm your mother. How dare you speak to me like that? I still raised you for a few years. Surely there's some gratitude for that.
No way in hell there is.
What?
Leave me alone.
Oh, so that's the attitude you're gonna take? Well, here's something to think about. You've got no future except to live with and look after me from now on.
Hey, Amy, do you have some time right now?
Oh, Christy, hey, I was just about to message you.
It sounds like something happened. Was it Mom?
Yeah, today around lunchtime. I have no idea how she even got my number, but she messaged me on WhatsApp.
Damn it, I was too late.
Did something happen with you, too?
Yeah. Today while I was out of the house, Mom apparently snuck in.
Are you serious?
Grandma was home, so it's not like the house was completely empty. But right at that time, she was vacuuming the second floor and left the front door open. Then, Mom came in and looked through Grandma's phone, which was charging on the first floor. I bet that's when she got your number.
How do you know that she snuck in while you were out?
See, after Grandpa died, it's just been me and Grandma living there, right? When I'm out at work, I get a little worried about her. So we discussed it and installed a baby monitor in case anything happens. So everything Mom did got recorded on that.
I see. So she hasn't messaged you at all?
No, not yet. I don't really get why she messaged you instead of me, though.
About that, I think she's getting the two of us mixed up.
Mixing us up? How?
Well, when she messaged me today, she said a few things. She remembered that she divorced Dad and left us 17 years ago, but she also said that I was still in elementary school at the time, and I was supposed to have some gratitude towards her for the few years that she did bring me up. She also congratulated me on my marriage and asked to move in with me and support her financially. I really felt like she's planning something to get you to go live with her.
What the hell? After going through all the pain of childbirth, can someone really confuse their kids? But if she said all that, it really does look like she's mixed up both of our names. In any case, as if I'd ever live with and support that person.
I know, right? But you know what? I was thinking something.
What's that?
I wonder if we can use her own mistake against her and get her out of our lives for good.
Without correcting her mix-up?
See, if she's set on living together, that means that she doesn't fully understand our current situation.
Oh, I see.
So, while she's still trying to make her move, we don't correct her mix-up to buy ourselves some time, right?
That's it.
Well, it depends when she tries to contact us next, but we'll reveal it sooner or later.
But is that okay with you? It'll help me out a lot, but...
Don't worry, it's fine. If she thinks she's talking to you, that means that she won't contact me or Dad.
I guess so.
I'll take it from here. So for the meantime, you, Grandma, and your husband just should go about each day normally. Okay?
Got it. Thanks.
Amy, by the way, I just arrived at your new place.
What?
I waited for your new husband to get home, and the moment he unlocked the door, I stole the key, ran in, and locked him out of the house. Plan complete.
So basically, you're going to just be locked inside the house on your own.
Yep, I checked out the fridge and there's plenty of tasty-looking things for me to eat and drink. Today's the day I'll make you promise to let me live with you and for you to support me.
Aren't you ashamed to call yourself my mother?
Well, I am your mother, so there's nothing to be ashamed of.
I don't want to think of a woman who betrayed her own husband and was unfaithful as my mother. Can't you understand even something as obvious as that?
You're really gonna say something like that?
What do you mean?
I mean, come on. When I heard who your husband was, I was totally shocked.
Why?
Because you're hiding something from him, aren't you?
Hiding something?
Before you met your current husband, you had a relationship with a married man, right? Isn't it possible that you've still got something going on with him even now? And if your husband were to find out, he'd file for divorce, wouldn't he? If you don't want your husband finding out about your affair, you better do what I want.
Oh, that? You mean when I was tricked into thinking that the guy was single and we almost went on a date?
What? Almost went on a date?
Although that guy was a client at work, I guess he had a thing for me, and I felt like it might be okay for me to go out with him. But just as I was about to say okay to his invites, I found out that he was already engaged, and that's where it ended.
Huh? You were about to say okay to a date, but then changed your mind when you found out he was engaged?
Exactly. I have at least that much good sense.
Ha! What a waste.
Don't think I'm anything like you. I'm not just someone who can't tell the difference between random desires and real love.
Tch.
Hey, Amy. We're at JFK right now.
Oh, hey, Christy.
It's boarding time in 10 minutes, so I figured I'd send you a message before I had to turn off my phone.
You're with Grandma and your husband, right?
Of course.
I'm actually texting that woman right now.
Really? Right at this moment?
I know, right? I'm discussing the messages with Dad before I reply.
In that case.
Yeah, in about 5 minutes, I'm going to reveal her mistake to her.
Thanks for doing this for me. I know it must have been annoying.
No problem. Have a safe flight.
Same to you.
Hey,
Oh, I was wondering why you weren't replying.
the apartment that you took over? It's the one on the 5th floor of a building in the Bushwick, right?
Obviously. I saw you go in and out of this apartment, so there's no mistaking it. Since you're going out of your way to ask about your own apartment, that must mean that you're ready to live together.
Did you notice that that apartment is for 3 people?
What?
That's just a temporary place we were staying before moving into our new house.
What are you talking about? Temporary?
I haven't been living there for some time now.
What?
Since we moved out, we've just been staying in a hotel near the airport.
A hotel? Near the airport?
This morning, my older sister Christy linked up with our grandma, and just a few minutes ago, took off to live in a different country.
What? What do you mean moving to a different country? And what do you mean by your older sister, Christy?
Your eldest daughter, Christy.
What are you talking about? My oldest daughter is you, Amy.
I thought so. You mixed up our names.
I mixed them up?
Christy is your eldest daughter. I, Amy, am the second daughter. Basically, the one who married the member of the foreign investment company is Christy, not me.
That can't be. The one I've been messaging this whole time is the younger.
Yep, that's right. For your information, I'm still a high school student.
What? You're still in high school?
Well, to be fair, I did graduate just a few weeks ago. I was born right at the time that you cheated on and divorced Dad. So I'm sure if you do the math, you can figure out how old I am.
If that's the case, I'll have you support me instead of Christy.
What the hell?
You must still be living with your dad, right? In that case, we can get back together, all of us.
Nope, Dad and I are moving to another country too, from a different airport to my sister.
What?
Dad works at the same company as Christy's husband, and they were able to organize a transfer at the same time to the same location. And luckily for me, I was able to go with them since I just graduated high school.
Why would you purposefully leave the country at different times?
Well, there's not really any particularly deeper meaning. After graduating from technical school, Christy was living at Dad's old house with Grandma. At the same time, I was living together with Dad in New Jersey. So it just makes sense to leave from airports that are closer to us.
Huh? Wait, hold on a second. I was so surprised about what you said, so I only just remembered. But did you say that Christy's husband really already left the country?
Yep, they're already on the plane.
Then, this apartment, whose is it?
Oh, you mean the man you stole the key from and kicked out just before?
Yes, who is it?
Who knows?
What?
Are you seriously still in that apartment?
Of course. I mean, I thought this was where Christy was living.
Well, you better get out of there and apologize to the current tenant.
How embarrassing. Hold on, this is getting bad.
What is it?
The police are outside. When did they get here all of a sudden?
The current tenant obviously called them. It's a clear case of breaking and entering after all.
How can you say that so easily?
Anyway, the boarding time is getting close for me and Dad.
No way. Wait!
Goodbye. Sometime later, my dad asked his friend to look into what my mom was doing. Turns out that the man she had been living with since she left had lost his source of income, and so she left him to search for a new person she could leech off. Around that time, she heard about Christy's marriage, and that's when she tried to contact me after mixing up our names and finding my contact details. Then the entire situation with us unfolded. In the end, she was taken in by the police who were called to the apartment she had broken into. But charges were laid and she needed to pay fines and reimbursement. She doesn't have anyone close to call or to ask for help from, so it's up to her to do something on her own. If you ask me, it sounds like the first time in her entire life that she will actually have to do some work. For a woman like her who thought she deserved to be cared for and supported her entire life without giving anything back, it's the beginning of a very miserable life.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.